Jo really was an amazing person. I mean, she lived just over there on a boat, and she loved being an MP. Everyone who met her only has good things to say about her, and it becomes, when somebody passes away, you say nice things about them, and it can sometimes lose the impact when it's always been said about people who've passed away. But with Jo, she really was an amazing person, a brilliant politician, a great campaigner, a decent human being, a three-dimensional person, full of life, who just loved being an MP in Parliament.
She was only an MP for a year. What is it that she achieved? How did she manage to have such impact in such a short amount of time in Parliament?
You know, she was basically a local girl from that area who'd done well, and you know, gave up a great job because she had the chance to be the MP for that area. And that love for the job and that passion shone through. Notwithstanding how successful she was, when she first decided to run to be the candidate for that area, she needed reassurance that she could be a decent candidate and a good MP. And she was a great candidate who won and was a great MP. And she went about being an MP without pomposity, without arrogance, making friends straight away, holding the Prime Minister to account, but at the same time not being scared to make friends with the former Secretary of State for International Development, because it meant she could help the refugees in Syria, calling out wrong when wrong was happening, and a really nice person.
And what did she achieve for the refugees? I mean, George Osborne said just last night that she actually helped change government policy, which is quite something for a new backbench MP.
Oh, I mean, I remember her asking questions at PMQs. That place is a bear pit. When you're an opposition MP, there are 350 MPs on the other side baying you down. And when she spoke, because everyone knew she was a serious politician, about to make a serious point, there was a sort of hush. And I remember holding the Prime Minister to account in relation to his views on what was happening to the refugees and asylum seekers. She managed to persuade the government to change policy in relation to those we took from that part of the world. In 1 year achieved more than many of my colleagues, I say with the respect to them, achieve in 10, 15, 20 years in that place.
And the idea that she met, having served and tried to help livelihoods in some of the most dangerous parts of the world, that she met her death in her own hometown in such a horrible way.
I mean, first and foremost, she loved being an MP, and you know, it's just worth saying that again and then again. She loved being an MP. Part and parcel, if you're an excellent MP like she was to engage with constituents, to have surgeries, to meet with them, and that's what kept her anchored. That's what meant that when she went around Parliament, she didn't have the airs and graces, no pomposity, not spending time, you know, socialising with Westminster Village, but actually regularly going back to her constituency to speak to her constituents so she knew what the important issues were. One of the phrases she used in her maiden speech is, "We've got more in common than divides us." And she had a wicked sense of humour. You know, I remember always teasing her about how she lives on a boat. Isn't it cold? And she would invite me down to the boat and see for myself and stuff. But you know, she was a lovely person, and it's tragic, and we're heartbroken.
What do you think it says about politics right now in this referendum campaign? Do you think there's a poisonous backdrop from this referendum campaign?
You know, I think the way we conduct politics can inspire people, can put people off, can lead to a poisonous environment, and I think the way politics is conducted in this country is poisonous. That's not the best of politics, and Jo was the best of politics. She inspired people, she energised people, she enthused people, she called things out when they were wrong, and I think we should all reflect on the way the referendum campaign's been conducted.